Hello everyone, this is Ishita and we are going to start the lesson Introduction to Trigonometry. Our learning points for the lesson would be what is trigonometry, and we would also be discussing the 6 trigonometric ratios with special focus to the sine ratio. We all have studied about triangles in our previous classes. In this lesson, we will be particularly focusing on the right-angled triangles. Let us take some examples from our day-to-day lives and surroundings where the right angles can be imagined. Let us move ahead and see the examples. So all of you can see the Qutub Minar here. Suppose the students of the school are visiting Qutub Minar. Now, if a student standing here observes the top of the Minar, a right-angled triangle is imagined to be formed here. Now, can the student find out the height of the Minar without actually calculating it, or measuring it? So that's a difficult question, right? Okay, let us move ahead and look at the next example. Now, suppose a girl sitting on the balcony of her house is looking at the flower pot on the stairs of the temple. Suppose the house and the temple is located on two different banks of the river. Now here a right-angled triangle can be imagined to be formed, right? With the right angle here. Now if you know the height at which the girl is standing on the balcony, can you find out the width or the breadth of the river? What happened? Confused? Okay, let us see the next example. Suppose a hot air balloon is flying in the air. A girl happens to spot the balloon in the sky when it is at point A. She runs to her mother to tell her about it. Her mother rushes out of the house to look at the balloon. Now, when the girl had spotted the balloon initially, it was at point A, but when both the mother and daughter came out to see it, it had already traveled to another point, that is point B. Now, can you find out the altitude of point B from the ground? It sounds difficult and impossible as well. This is not impossible, children. We will be dealing with such kind of problems in the lesson trigonometry. We would be learning about some mathematical techniques to solve these kind of problems. So let us move ahead and see what is trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with the relationship between the sides and the angles of a triangle. I repeat, trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. There are 6 trigonometric ratios: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cosec theta. We have their respective full forms as well. Sine for sine theta, cosine for cos theta, tangent for tan theta, cotangent for cot theta, secant for sec theta, cosecant for cosec theta. We use all these 6 ratios to find out the solution for all the kind of problems which we discussed in the examples few minutes back. In this lesson, we will study about these ratios with respect to the acute angles in the right-angled triangle. Although these ratios can be extended to obtuse angles as well, but we will confine our study to the acute angles present in the right-angled triangles only. So let us move ahead and see what is sine theta. So before we start to understand what is sine theta, let us draw our right-angled triangle in front of us. So you can see here, this is a right angled triangle whose vertices are A, B and C, with the right angle present at the point A. The side AC is called the hypotenuse. The side BC is called the base. The side AB is called the perpendicular. So, we won't tell the names like perpendicular, base and hypotenuse always, since they are too big for us. We will be representing it in short forms. H for hypotenuse, B for base and P for perpendicular. These are the acute angles present in a right angled triangle. So, the angle between the base and the hypotenuse will be supposed as theta. I repeat, we will assume that the name of the angle in between the base and the hypotenuse as theta. So, what is sine theta? Sine theta is nothing but it is the ratio of the length of the perpendicular by the length of the hypotenuse. I repeat, what is sine theta? Sine theta is the ratio of the perpendicular and the hypotenuse in a right angled triangle. Now let us see how to find the sine of an angle given in a question. Now let us see here, this is a right angled triangle. The length of the perpendicular here is 4 cm, the length of the base is 3 cm and the length of the hypotenuse is 5 cm. Now how can we find out the value of sine theta? So this is the angle theta here. Now sine of theta is P by H. Now what is P here? P is 4 and H is 5. So this gives us the value of sine theta in the question. In the similar way, suppose we assume the angle between the perpendicular and hypotenuse is alpha. Now, if we want to find out the sine of alpha, when the angle between the hypotenuse and perpendicular is alpha, we will consider B as 4 cm and P as 3 cm. So here the perpendicular will be 3 because the side opposite to the angle has to be taken as the perpendicular. And the hypotenuse will be same, that is 5. So our answer will be sine alpha is equal to 3 by 5. So that's all for today, children. We'll look at the remaining ratios, that is cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, cosec theta and sec theta in the future classes. So till then, goodbye.